able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down.
Yeah, I went right into that one.
The linebacker C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle. For the NFC, boy, you talk about a dynamic set of backs and receivers. We'll see Zeke later on, but Saquon Barkley, Todd Gurley, they're your starters. That's 1, 2, 3 in the NFL in rushing last year. And then how about out wide? Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Zach Ertz leading a deep group. Weapons galore for Drew Brees and the other NFC QBs. From the 45 on second down, Brees gets us out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yo, Gurley is fake, man.
Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's this big defensive tackle.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game.
Oh, nobody.
He keeps himself in such superb physical condition
blocked.
And still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
My fucking
nice play
block.
right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in
let's go.
at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right
He is so girly.
Touchdown
He is
NFC.
so girly.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A., in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently
Oh, they lied.
And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
Oh, wait, I don't like this camera.
And complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down.
I think I got the second. I got another pick too. Hold on.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-0 our score after one. The AFC with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense.
Like
and Von Miller of the Broncos
won it on defense. 40.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep.
That shit out of here.
That's it away, and it falls down incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away. Eddie Jackson.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen of the Bears back deep for the NFC.
You need a tight end.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go.
Yo, this nigga's fake. He's fake. He's fake, man.
On the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Everyone thinks defense.
Let's fucking go.
But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze will get this out to Barkley, complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. That one good for 14 yards. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the toss, it's Gurley.
Oh, they lied.
Myles Garrett of the Browns there to bring him down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to
wow, they dig.
A quick flight, then you're
oh, no, that was good shit.
In the city quite well. And how about it? The Madden Studios right here in Orlando. That's where Coach and the guys hang out as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
What? Where the fuck was that nigga going? Hey, dig.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
My average these fucking field goals, man.
Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
He should have been going, because that nigga don't got no fucking pin in real life.
Ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Who's that? Is this song for everybody? Well, he put those songs on his album, so apparently.
Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And Myers able to knock it through. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hold on, 1 o'clock.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
I like to forward defense.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right.
I smell eggs. I smell eggs.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Ertz with it. Right side.
Not going to score no points against the ball at all.
That pays off big time. That one ends up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, but pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about.
I want the body stunt. You see me? I'm trying to get the body stunt.
How about that one?
That was great.
If they stop dicking and give me the body stunt
from the sideline after that catch, they're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that.
There we go.
Damn.
First down.
Damn.
Take this one down near the 15. The linebacker C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
That usually finishes.
And they're going to have a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range.
This nigga is eating everything,
he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
There it goes.
Finally.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the forced one.
Oh, they got you.
Trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
12 stuns and wobbles, 12 knockdowns. Who the fuck gets knocked down 12 times in a play?
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and goal.
Oh, he a hooper.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
That X shit, right?
A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Oh, where's my quarterback? Where's my quarterback going on team? Matt Ryan's bye week is 9.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
this
is caught inside the 15.
They did.
Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
They dig.
Myers connects on the PAT.
I'm never putting that extra security on my EA.
Be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep.
Man, what a block.
The decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys
I smell eggs.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he connects with
Get off of him! Get off of him!
Touchdown NFC.
Man, you irks my nerves. You irks my nerves. You irks my nerves.
Right there. See, give us some of these long touchdowns.
You irks my nerves, my nigga. Yo, he broke like 3-4 tackles, bro. That nigga fake, son.
In the Pro Bowl, big plays.
Yo.
Brady for my backup quarterback.
What team he played for? Oh, I ain't look at his. Oh, he played for the Eagles. Oh, he fake. I gotta work on my kick. I'm hurting my average. This kick shit. Believe it or not. Alright, there you go. I'm thinking I'm gonna handle it.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosasson to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
This nigga stayed down
no run back
fucking
here.
ball.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver.
Damn, these niggas hit hard.
Across midfield inside the 45.
Where my ass at then?
12 yards there as they move the chains. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization,
Average.
the team, the city, how well are you set up as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
Give me that.
And that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football
In other words,
game.
ass.
On first down, it's Gurley.
Yo, he fake.
We're getting this inside the 25. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the workhorse.
Nobody blocked that.
So we got 3 on one
right
tackle,
there.
but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Thinking.
Breeze to throw. That's
He's
got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
My team is decent.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
That's a slant.
Because once it threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Like to the
finish
sideline.
things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Because it's so sharp. It's not, but it's not an out route. It's not up and then out. It's a slant going out of bounds.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And in enemy territory
it's not an out
last
route,
time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this one.
Can't wait to see how that does what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception?
That's exactly what
How
he's
much does
doing.
that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great
known as a
play,
split in the
continue to
game.
come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes, and he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, he going nuts. He got that X, that's why.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Now here's your next pick. Fuck out of
it. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison and claiming
you ain't gotta pause it, bro.
I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But then he come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within.
Fuck about these niggas that we picking now.
When the OG spilling knowledge, bet his best is soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got the chakras open.
Then why would you like they auto drafting at the beginning? Should I'm auto draft
I'm gonna put
beginning and just waited to the last end of the shit.
I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
No evidence. I'm too reckless for you, bro. There's evidence. Wet. I'm quitting. I don't like that. I've been press X. That's why I was standing still. Cause I've been pressed it. He never threw the ball. Come on. This is a new controller. I don't want to. Where's my old one at so I can slam it real quick? Come on, man. Because they dicked, I press X. That shit is mad annoying, man. Come on. If I press X, let me throw the fucking ball. The fuck? I paid for the system and the fucking controller. The fuck? Let my shit work when I press the shit. Come on. You won, bro. You won, bro. He wasn't even up on Earth. It took so long to throw the ball that you was able to get back. You was nowhere near him. Shit is back. Not the play. I'm in a cover 2 and they didn't pick up nothing over the middle. They just standing there. Nigga, they got 2 yellow circles in the middle of the field. 2 receivers ran into the yellow circles and they didn't pick up. Nigga, there was 2 end routes. They didn't pick up on the end route, so I had to pick up on that shit and got beat deep. What the fuck I'm talking about? They supposed to step up on that and guard the fucking middle. They not guarding the middle. Shit here, man. What is different with the interception? Playing this nigga Ibrahim, all Ibrahim do is exploit the fucking game. Nigga, they didn't let me throw the ball, man. I wanna hear that shit. I'm talking about that slant shit. Every time you need a 3rd down conversion, they go that slant shit. Look, now a fumble. It's not a user when you just randomly switch to the person and press hit stick. That's not user enough. You just switch to everybody that was trying to run at him and then you hit sticks like 3 times and missed before you got that. Not a user. You're just dicking. Fuck about that shit.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity wouldn't be possible.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who held me along the way. It's because of them.
I want to thank everyone for showing up today.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity... Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity...
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Might tell me where you're going to be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be?
Okay.
Ready, set, hot, hot.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid
better not
who's
lose when they
never
get another
taken a
big
snap
finish.
in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the
Yes, you
field,
do. You drafted
and
your
throw
team.
it
Fuck
to
you, you don't
Isaiah
control that.
Sturgis. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in the
Who's my
game.
name?
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think it's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened to that trust?
Coach, you wanted to see me.
Come in.
How you see that?
I want you to be
I
the
don't
first to
see
know
it.
that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
Oh, but I'm projected to win. Say it right. I won 20.7. You won 20.6.
That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
That's a forward pass.
I'm not going
That's a
anywhere.
forward pass.
Bring him in. I'll win the job.
That's
Just
a
wait.
forward pass.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you? Because he's got something to prove.
Well,
To
they only took me off the
To
game,
that
and then we
coaching
go a pick
staff,
when I
man. I
shouldn't
mean, the
have threw a
same group
pick.
of guys who spent the
Points,
last 4 years
man.
telling him, you're not good enough, he's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
There was no point in playing after that.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, second you step off this
Fuck
bus,
the button and this
you're on a
shit don't
business
work.
trip.
Fuck the
We
point
got
of
a lot
playing
of
the
work to
game
do.
if I can't
Let's get to
pass
it.
when I'm supposed to pass. I gotta pass when the game allow it. Fuck. I'm gonna throw the nigga on the sideline, the coach, with the fucking sheet. Can't control the quarterback.
Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. Ooh, lose weight. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there.
Yeah, I like it, D.
This is for players and coaches only.
Why you not listening to the music, nigga? don't think I threw you off.
I'm here to play USC.
What?
The Trojans.
Oh, no, what it was? It was your ex. Your ex lit up.
What's
That's
your name?
what made it vibrate. So when I blew up, I put her in a pad. Put it in the pass. We don't want to let it go for the cash. Yeah. You just threw a pick 6. Why you still got your ex? You just threw a touchdown out of that. Alright, wow. Okay, yeah, so then they did, like I said.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback,
Come on,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know
What's
the
this
roster.
shit
I'm
on?
Taylor Bennett.
All
I'm working
pro?
the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few
Madden.
questions?
They playing like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, hey, what's up?
Dick.
I like to get the ball out.
Should be injured.
Get in my receiver's hands. Let them do the rest.
Really got a bad knee.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense, you were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
I guess you could say I always stay engaged with my teammates. As you go about the week, I want to make sure everyone's prepared and ready to do their job when we come there for game day.
So a real team first, team player guy.
Yeah, sure, you could say that.
So I know that nigga Glenn is fucking fake.
Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right?
Guy.
Hey, I'm coming for that
His
award
name is
next
Guy.
year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
All right.
He reenacted his car accident. So he reacted his car accident. I don't like that. You could have been dead. You don't react some shit like that. You're not supposed to reenact no shit like that. You could have been dead. That ain't nothing to play with. That's not something to fucking play with.
15 lines. 15 lines. Step! Ready, ready! Let's go! Go now! 8, read!
Actually, I wanted to throw the axe, but you did. Took that away. Bless you.
Get it!
I didn't have a second throw.
Set 70, Indy!
That's bad. I mean, probably not. I'm gonna drop Guerrero or
Let's go! 50, plant!
each other know that I'm gonna go nuts. His team ain't fucking with my team. My team is better than his shit.
we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Are they stupid or what? McCaffrey better stats than Todd Gurley. They ain't even got no weapons in Carolina.
Set. 10 Lobo. Set go.
It ain't gonna be like that this year. Ain't no weapons in Carolina. It's just him.
Lead river. Lead river. Ready? 30 base.
Shoot! Where's that energy when the pass stays in bounds? Where's that energy at? They want to moss niggas when the pass is going out of bounds. That's another thing I don't like. I don't like that blitz play. That shit not like that in real life. If it was, niggas would just run that shit all game too. In real life.
Come on, set. 91.
Aguilar. That was. I thought you were gonna pick it off.
Ready, ready. Set ready. 18 Gator. Now. Ready. Let's go. Set up. 18 Gator. Get it. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Yo, Glenn, you there? Yeah, he did.
Set up.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga little TJ Jack, he book What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it
Jack
simple, you
this
don't
down,
get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to
Tackle
succeed.
by me.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
I need to prove to him I can handle this. Maybe playing it safe's the best option.
Look, you don't have to prove anything, especially to him. Dude had you on the bench for 4 years, remember that? You need to wake up.
There's a lot at stake right now for all of us. Even more so for Isaiah, so you don't take what he says personally. You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
All right. Have a good game.
Aguilar. Tonight, what you tryna do tonight? What you tryna do tonight?
The 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups as it's the USC Trojans taking on the Florida Gators.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Baby, think of my third eye.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Motherfucking Aguilar. Fuck, man.
Now the first snap of his college football career as the Gators start first and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Open, he didn't let me throw it.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down.
He didn't
force
throw
it,
it.
nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off,
Look.
and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
He didn't let me throw it. Wow.
On second down, it's Jennings, still churning. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First and 10, Florida. From the gun, Robinson steps away to his left. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. That has to be just a gigantic confidence builder for an inexperienced quarterback. A long touchdown pass on this opening drive.
And truthfully, it doesn't matter how far the ball travels in the air. It's the end result. When you see the official raise his arms and realize you've completed a touchdown pass, your confidence goes sky high.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Good throw away. Good throw away. What a throw.
This is Irons. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That is caught. It's Streets. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets. 36 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. We talked about how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Florida now after the touchdown. Back out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Give me that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm gonna say, if
15 yards on the play.
Me.
First down.
Big fucking play when I needed it the most.
They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So,
On second down now, Darby. Give him a yard. A 3rd down and 2. For USC, such a storied program. 11 times they've been crowned national champions. Recent title in 2004. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think I ain't see that shit.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Robinson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
I needed to make a fucking play.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line.
Yo, chill out.
A big play there. 43 yards.
You getting dropped?
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
That'll give it to Brady.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. It seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I've really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
Buying time to his left.
Seattle got
in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down. It's Jennings. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do and try to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his. And he will score. It's a touchdown. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The SC offense about set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Clear.
Oh, man.
Get it.
From the gun, Morse. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Morse. Throw left side complete.
We held on to that.
That's a gain of 11.
Not only did they dick Bobby on the INT, they dicked him, hitting him and making him drop it.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here's Irons. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on 1st down. Darby. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now, Darby, and here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, so he did. That's what you saw.
65. From the gun, Morse. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Morse, and his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it here.
I'm not going to lie. For somebody that was autographed, you could have kicked him
on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel,
like a little fake
tremendous
outside,
athlete
right?
in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams playing here tonight.
And the two had dreams of playing.
Let's go. Hey, kid. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how it's played. Let's go.
You almost made that fucking play.
Great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away.
Ibrahim, you trying to go to Oktoberfest?
Second half. Let's go.
Six Flags. What day you going? I'll put Oktoberfest, Fright Fest.
Hey,
Coach.
Really good job out there.
I ain't hear you. What day?
I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
Now you gotta let me know a day, because I'm trying to see if I can get everybody to go and shit.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
I can throw it.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I should have put circle on
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. Yeah, a lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, and it's a fumble, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
I caught it. I think I caught it. I switched to my thing to catch it. Wow.
They gotta put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Robinson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96. And then most recently, they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. Here's Robinson. Off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, so much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game. But if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record. Threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. And he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center. 1st and 10, Florida. Robinson from the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, it's Isaiah Streets. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that, dude?
And he
That's actually a good pick.
Touchdown Gators. A 12-yard touchdown run.
You should have a year like Mahomes had last year. Maybe not 50 TDs, but it should be close. Thinking maybe
well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football out on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits,
everybody's picking Brown players.
Odell, Chubb, taken in the end zone.
You're going to get points
and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Good pick. That's Bobby Wagner. Oh, no, that's Mingo.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they step?
Look at that nigga on the punt. Look what he's doing. Kicking. Jesus. Laughing at my offensive execution, alright? I tried to dive! I tried to dive. What a fucking tackle. That was a fucking tackle. Oh, your brother's in this shit? That's what's up. Number 2? You say you eliminated me. It's a man's world. It's a man's world. Yes. Okay, come in. Don't boss me around. Here, take it, bye-bye. Lyndon, Trent is upset because Ibrahim kicked out of fantasy, Lyndon. How do you feel about it? Fuck, because Landon pulled my hand off the controller. I couldn't move. Oh, shit. That was fucking funny. Probably still would have caught it, but damn, he ain't even let me attempt to make the play. Where's Jadeveon Clowney, man? Put him on my squad, man. I need him. Oh. Bobby hit him. Bobby hit him. Yeah. What a hit. I didn't think he was gonna make that play. I didn't think he was gonna make that play. I didn't think he was gonna make that play, man. I tried to lob it, but they made him throw a regular like little pass. How you got 2 players with number 2 on your team? I just noticed that. Your kicker returned a kick? What? I've never heard of some shit like that. That's mad weird. Why the kicker returning kicks? Ah, shit, I had it. 88 did a good block. What type of dumb shit is that? And he was gone. What's the speed? And he got on the run.
Not fumbling.
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Jennings. And now running right through him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He blew that shit up. He blew that play up. Then if you want to get down, get down. Go ahead. Watch the TV, bro.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Robinson, operating from the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, it's Jennings. Still going. Still on his feet. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the try here for the point after.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Moores. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Try to Airbnb you
on 3rd down. Darby. He'll have a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and harder to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives? 3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here.
I'd have to agree with that because now there's going to be film, and they'll game plan for him. But you look at our quarterback, he's had everything go his way so far, and as you just stated, no guarantees this continues on January the 7th, so we'll pump the brakes a little bit, but let's give credit where credit's due. In this ball game, he's been magnificent.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Like, I seen you, but I was like, no way he's going to make that play.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some
big now,
are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
He is. He fucking is.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Gators 42, Trojans 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, baby.
From the gun, Morse. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
No dick rider right now.
Operating from the gun, Morse. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there at 22.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like... It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Oh, my Jesus.
Never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. The Trojans come up now, 1st and goal.
There was nothing but green in front of me.
Here's Darby on the carry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Moores gets set to pass. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Jock Luncey there to make the grab. And his guys are able to get a score
fucking
back.
defense by you, bro? What fucking
well, it really puts a dent in this
I was just
lead.
sitting like, shit, and you still took all one. That was fucking big.
Down like this playing
Good
before.
shit, bro.
College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
I had eggs! I had eggs!
Florida ready to start their drive. It certainly looks like they're going to be playing again next week as they have dominated this semifinal. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play will go nowhere.
I see you in that area. I was like, he's not
near
supposed to open.
midfield at the 49.
I look back like, oh,
that'll
shit.
set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
By the time I seen him,
and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, plus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
You should have took that. That was Bobby. That was Bobby.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, y'all. Y'all know everything got to go sideline.
There's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
I'm going to let my best player make the tackle.
In from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Shit.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the defense. And a good stiff arm and some space to run.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
I think that was in a perfect spot. This whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. Right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
He was killing my man.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The Gators now with a 1st and goal. It's Armstrong on the carry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
Actually,
credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Come on, set, 50, plant. You better be afraid of me. Now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So on the strength of 2 touchdown passes in the first college start for their
I can't really remember. I haven't used them in a while. 1 second, bro.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
Purple. Oh, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board.
Count them?
Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx?
Yeah, I have. That nigga Earl Thomas is fake.
I told you, she's a pro.
He played like a real quarterback when he played with Lamar Jackson.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's
I'm trying to use
too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I
would say
said 4.
we should play with a team from one of our first top 3 picks.
4
in the draft.
touchdowns.
Oh. Is that okay?
Well, I forgot who I drafted.
4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It's nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all. That's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. And he's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Don't you got Travis Kelce?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football.
Okay.
Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right? So breathe. Take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the Florida Gators.
I gotta pause it real quick.
One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Warren. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But, boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The left side completion to Jones.
That's it, baby. That's it.
On 2nd down now, it's Young. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And an alley to run. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. That's a good running back dive play.
Now here's Bird, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Warren to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Down 3-0 in the title game as he gets set to try to work his magic a second time. Now Robinson throwing to start the drive. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw. Robinson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. On the ground, they go with Young. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Young. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. Back to throw. Robinson, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, he had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written, but what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Ray O'Neal there to make the grab. And the Gators have jumped out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texas Tech offense about ready to go here for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Looking to throw. Robinson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Raider offense set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And a huge play that time. 56 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. On 2nd down. It's Young, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Warren. It's caught. Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Red Raiders come up now, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Warren. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
This is Young on the carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Got his man. It's the All-American Isaiah Streets. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance.
I can't think of no names for DeAndre
over the years, Brandon, that balance is.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Look.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This sure would be one heck of a story as the Gators sit just 2 quarters away from a national title.
I'll have Dan do it. Have Dan do it.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Look, just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Love me, my teammate. He's so girly.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in the second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense the way you did in the first half. Continue to give him opportunities. But behind his back, head coach is telling the offensive play caller, if you see any moments where it feels too big for him, be ready to dial this game plan back.
Back to throw. Robinson. And he will find his man on the outside. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice start.
Is he injured?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good game. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. First and 10, Florida.
They had number 30 start.
They turn to Jennings. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, where he at?
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. 15 yards on the play. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Let him use. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them. And he loses the football a second time. It's going the other way.
Come on, bro.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Jennings. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. DeMarcus Jennings, his second touchdown of the night. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
It's not my zone. That's the whole thing
and
about
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Where's the honey badger at? Give me the honey badger.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He didn't even run a route. They took a cutback route.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texas Tech offense about ready to go here for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down. Warren. Jones has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. Warren going to pass it. And he coughed it up. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Robinson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here's Warren to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Warren over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Warren. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And you saw. Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know.
To throw on 2nd down. Warren. And a loose football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Powering his way forward. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Great, nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside,
I missed a couple of draft
keeping
picks,
it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
I got Aaron Rodgers, Le'Veon Bell.
Avoids the contact by sliding. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Somebody,
They're still throwing
I don't know who was it, but niggas picked up those down right when I was about to get him.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes,
nigga, I see who you picked too, nigga. You space.
Running plays, keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. There's the stiff arm. Shoves him off at the 20. The 3rd down conversion successful.
I'm about to start telling Rivers, keep it a bug.
Does deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the
offseason. Bro, he took a whole year off, bro. No injury or nothing.
And he'll go down back at the 26-yard
He got them fresh legs, man. That's why I picked him up in my first pick.
They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
On 2nd down now, it's Jennings, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Did somebody take Justin Tucker, the bad motherfucker?
And it's 3rd down. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
Because I ain't seen him, bro. That's all. I just showed that Bagley. I'm about to Bagley.
Hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them.
I was looking for Tucker.
Very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Well, they
I was going to take the kicker from
but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
They quarantine space.
And his kick is good.
Got some niggas.
Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to